Hi everybody, it's Kathy, and I'm here for the third in my series, Quick and Easy. And I'd like to show you how to make this cute little journal to go inside your junk journals. It's really simple, and I think it's so cute. Okie doke, let's get started. To start with, you will need 2 6x6 pieces of paper, cardstock. They can be double-sided, or should be probably. And a piece of journal paper. I'm also going to be using a 1-inch circle punch, some distress ink, some glue. I'm using a bone folder, scissors, and a hole punch. Maybe a corner rounder as well. Okay, let's get started. These are so quick and easy and so fun to include as a surprise in your journals. Okay, all you do is fold your paper in half, your 6x6 pieces. Let's see. I'm going to decide which ones are going to go in the front. That's fine like that. I'm going to fold this one the same way. Make that crease nice and strong. And let me take you back here. What we're doing is, oh, that paper's going the wrong way, but that's okay. We're going to make a fold-out little folder. It has a full panel pocket in the middle that we're going to put a bookmark in. It has a belly band here, and I put in a little envelope that folds out so that folks can write on it. Then on this side, we just have a couple pieces of paper to write on. This side has a fold-out little concertina page to write on. And then this has a flap that you can stick something under, okay? I forgot I didn't show you exactly what we were doing. Then it has a little enclosure, little closure. Okay, so because this doesn't fall the right way, I'm actually going to cut one more piece because I want the roses facing the right way on the cover, and I should have paid attention to that in the beginning, which I didn't. So I'm going to use this piece instead of the other, and the other I'm going to use for our fold-outs. So I'm going to use this one, so this will be our front cover. And all I'm going to do is simply place one inside of the other so that it folds like this. I'm actually going to put the left side inside of the right one. Okay, the next thing I want to do is cut out a notch because this middle panel is going to be a full pocket. Oh, I need it a little bigger than that. There we go. So I'm going to paste this, glue this down the sides and at the bottom. That's my dog playing on the couch. I think he's getting tired of having me home. Okay. So I always want to, after I put a full page or stick any kind of pocket, I want to stick something down in there to make sure that it doesn't get glued down accidentally when the glue spills over. Okay, I still want to make sure it shuts. And as you can see, these papers doesn't let you know because they're the same that there's a notch there. So I always like to take a something with a little color and add it behind there. So let me do that now. So I'm simply going to put that back there. But I am going to ink the sides. And I'm just going to put glue all over it. Just like that. And then before we go any further, I actually want to ink the all the edges. This paper collection is called Personal Paper, and it's by DCWV. And I'm going to fold this back so I actually have a divider there. And the same on this side. And I'm going to try to go around here. Let's put a little circular motion there. I want to check again since I put that piece in here that it hasn't stuck anything down. Okay, looks good. Now, going back to this, the next thing I want to do is the little fold out here. I always love journal pieces that have a surprise in them. So, and you can make this piece as large as you want it. I did this piece about 3 1/4 inches. And I kind of like that size. Rather than putting another full page, I'm simply doing it so I get the whole butterfly in here. And that just makes it so pretty. And all I'm going to do is ink around the edges as well. And open it up and ink. I hope that you all are doing well and safe, healthy. And I'm going to put that just like that. Let me see if I want to add, even though I took out some lace here, I don't think I'm going to put it. I think with that butterfly, I think that's enough. I might find a place for it elsewhere. So I'm just going to glue that up. And we're going to stick it right over here, making sure we're not crossing the fold line. I want to make sure it still folds. Okay, then inside here, what we're going to do is put a small flap, and I think I'm going to put the flap, because I have this, I'm going to do it out of this paper, simply by cutting it. I can use the other piece for a belly band. And I'm going to ink this one up. This might be a nice place for this. Let me see. Okay, I also want to ink this up. And first I want to put it down here. Just like that. And we'll add this on top. Oop, it's still a little too large. I'll cut it off on this side. Okay, that's good. Stick that down. And I think I have something I can stick under here, which is right here. A little scrap that I had. This is kind of like a little note. Get a little. There we go. We're going to stick that right under there. And then we're going to make, let me get this out of our way. I'm going to take a little piece of journal paper that I tea dyed. And you see the way I measure. We're going to measure it just like that. Okay, and all I'm going to do here is fold the paper in towards the center. And then fold it back. So I like this side to show, so I'm going to glue this to that page. Oops. Just like that. Okay, then place a belly band here. Even it up a little bit. Ink it up a bit. We're going to glue that right here on either side. Stick that right there. Now to go here, I want to make one of those little fold-out envelopes. And all that is, you figure out how thick you want it. I'm going to make mine about right there. Of course, I didn't cut it straight. Of course. And then all I do is I start out by folding it with a little edge showing, probably about 1/2 inch. And then I just fold it. Oops. Actually, I'm going to fold it this way. Fold it. Fold it. Keep folding it until we come to the end. This goes over the top, but I'm going to take it apart and fold it again so it's a little smoother. Little flatter. And you can make it go back and forth if you'd like. Doesn't really matter. I usually just fold it like this. So it kind of rolls out when you open it up. Okie doke. This is going to be the flap, but the flap needs to be cut. So I fold it. Don't crease it, just fold it for a moment so you can cut the flap. And there you have a little envelope. And what I like to put on the envelope is something to go across it. So I can use this. Has a little bit of a edge to it. And I'm going to stick it all the way up here so it kind of shows. Fold that over, stick it in. Whoop. Paper's kind of tight. There we go. Loosen it up. Loosen up those fibers a little bit. Oh. There's that. Now we need a bookmark for this side. So I have a wood one here. Easy for me to follow the line so I don't cut it crookedly. And I'm going to ink this up. And you can adorn this in whatever way you choose. That's the fun part, isn't it? And I'm going to poke a hole in it. And place a ribbon through it. And tie it again. and trim it a bit. And that goes up here. It might be a little bit too long, but we'll see. Come on, there we go. And you can do a tag in here. I like bookmarks because I'm a reader. I'm gonna make it a little shorter. Don't really have to, you could have it sticking out. But for this one, I decided I'm gonna make it a little shorter. There we go. So, now on this side, we're just going to take 2 pieces of paper, out like this. I always cut it unevenly, always. We're going to put that right up here. Oh, I really cut that unevenly. And then I'm going to put a little topper on it. This has a little rose on it, which I'm lucky. Of course, I cut it too small. We'll have to even. Let me put some ink on here. Then the glue. Just like that. And I'm actually going to even this up. There we go. And then I'm just going to glue this top part to the back. And there you have the inside of your little folder. You know what I didn't do? I wanted to ink this up, although it's pretty naturally aged or unnaturally through the tea dye, but I wanted to do that. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna stick it in sideways so you can kind of see it, just like that. Okay, so we're going to close this way, and close this over it, and it's a little tight. I'm gonna try to finagle it a little bit. Fold it here. Let's see what happens. That's a little better. Not to worry. Then the next thing we need to do is put in a little closure. So again, I'm going to take this, cut a square, actually cut 2 squares because I need one for the back. Okay, look at that, I cut it crooked again, and I even folded it. I'm going to ink up the edges. And what I'm going to do on this, I'm going to glue around as if I'm making a pocket, because we want our closure to fit in there. And this, you really want to make sure there's room inside. Okay, then I'm going to cut that piece, the closure piece. Actually, this might be the perfect size. It is. But I'm going to round the corners on this. Ink it up. And let's measure and see how much we need. Okay, so you want to put it probably around the middle. So I can finish inking it. And this in the back. And let me ink that. Make sure I'm going the right way. Okay, so I'm going to glue this down first. Make sure I'm lined up. Okay, then this one is going on top of it. Turn that up. And what you can do is you can decorate this. I think I have a little something something. Yeah. Let me think about this here. I kind of like the juxtaposition between the softness and then the kind of metal looking. So I'll go ahead and do this. All it is says number 23 on it. Okay, so that's it. Quick and easy. Let's go look what we did. We have 2 6x6 pieces of cardstock, and we made them into a nice folder for your junk journals that has some surprise foldouts. And you can do as many foldouts as you think you want. I always love when I use a journal or purchase a journal to have surprises in it. And I think this does the trick. It has some surprises in it. Anyway, thank you for watching, and you all have a great day. Bye-bye.